seasons. Oatfield Farm seasons, calling it Progress Farm, of course. Yeah, what we're doing is we're just ripping everything up. We're just ripping it all up and putting seed in. And we're doing winter barley at the moment. But we're just chucking it all down and see what's going to happen. We've got everything switched on. Lime, ploughing. I'm going to try to do everything manual handling. Seed production at the moment, like seed handling at the moment, is from the, you can see it from there, the edge, all purpose silo there that I use on all my maps, because this has 2 seed points on it, except I haven't gone down, I haven't been up to the top sales point, but it's got 2 seed points on the farm, and I can't get them to fill up this this planter, driller, whatever you want to call it, seeder. So I put the edge one in. That gives me everything I need. But other than that, we probably will change to like pallets and stuff. I'm just trying to rip it all up and getting it down. Ripping it up and putting it down. Yep. So we're using the in-game John Deere in at the minute. Everything's still on the farm. Everything's stock standard. I will see if my brother wants to play on here as multiplayer. If he does, then I'll probably keep the stock standard stuff and then buy more stuff in. I don't know if you can see because it's a bit light, but I got $3 million at the moment. I brought all the paddocks. I'll show you in a sec. I'll go around this corner. Yeah, so we're putting in barley down the bottom. I've ripped it all up down the bottom there. They're the 3 front paddocks you can see ahead. There's one the furthest down. Actually, hang on, just close it off for a sec. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Dun-dun-dun-dun. You can see them all yellow there because I've just planted them. Yeah, so I got put money in so I can get 11, 10, 8, 9, 12. That's the cow paddock, sheep paddock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on, where's 4? Where's 4? That's escaped me at the moment, I can't see it. But anyway, I've done those yellow ones there. I've done oats on 7. On 6 I did wheat and barley, winter barley on 5. I'm doing barley on 3, cutting up all the grass there. That one's already been harvested, so where does it need ploughing? That doesn't say it needs ploughing, does it? Anyway, so we're going to be doing barley on this one, and then we'll probably do canola on 2. Canola on 1, and then we'll split those other ones up again. I'll keep the grass on these 2 at the minute. So, and number 12, I think I'm going to keep grass, but these all these small ones here, I'll be transforming those as well. Make sure that seed is turned on. Oh, no, this wasn't. Up. Where am I going, bro? Bit more. Now look. Drop it. Turn it on. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm ripping everything up. Put seasons on, putting it all down. Hoping the weather's going to hold. It's going to be fine until Thursday, apparently. This is one day. We've got Ningen Farm on the go as well, as a and the other aphill farm where we're just harvesting that over there. But I thought, why not? Let's start from scratch. Let's do it all. These seasons that are coming out in 22, I heard something about like one day is one month or something like that, and it's like, really? Are you kidding me? I could be wrong. Well, I think it was FS Club or something. I heard it on the other day, so I've got to check that out again, because if that's the case, man, they need a good slapping. Apparently you can make your days as long as you want or something like that. But yeah, you'll be definitely doing that. I've got 24 days here per month. So you got 8 days early spring, 8 middle, 8 late, and then it goes on to summer and winter, autumn and winter, of course. But I hadn't done a season's thing since 17. I used to do it, and then I stopped doing it over there and got 19, and I think I did it once on 19 for a little bit, and then stopped it. And it's just chasing maps with everybody when they were changing from different maps and stuff. But I started out on Oakfield Farm when I first started on 19 again, because I love this map by Oxygen David. He's done a couple of changes to it, like the front paddocks there. He put troughs and that in there for summer pastures, and I never used them yet. So I decided to rip them all up anyway and make them into a primary producer, basically. Like, I'm going to have sheep, and I don't particularly want to do cattle, and wheat. I like grains, so arable farming. Apparently in the UK at the moment it's like $208 a tonne for wheat, because they're encouraging people to put everything to grass, and because of the fuel consumptions and stuff like that, and the chemicals and stuff, they can't get gases and stuff in at the moment. Processing plants, and yeah, because of the supply line's been cut off a bit with the current events in the world. But yeah, and they diesel rationed and that sort of thing apparently, so yeah, what a bummer, eh? But you got to remember, it's an island, they don't have all that sort of industry there, so they rely on their crude oil and that to come from elsewhere. Yes, it's a shite, for sure. But I thought I'd rip up all the grass, because it's not even grass yet. It's not even growing. You can't do anything with it. So rip it all in, plough it all in, put all that green manure into the soil, direct sow over the top. Like I said, winter barley. We're chucking that down. Let's see if I can drive straight. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, tractor. So this John Deere's got enough power in that to pull this implement in at the moment, but I think I might be changing it up if it's not going to be the multiplayer map. If my brother's not going to come on board and play as a multiplayer map, I shall probably get rid of the case in this one and go Massey Ferguson. Put all the Massey stuff on. I've sort of had a big enough run with all the John Deere gear. Ningen Farm's got John Deere stuff on it only. I've cut down a lot of the John Deere equipment and stuff like that. I want to steer right away from it. I've given it enough hammering, supporting it all the way through for 19, because they come on board and stuff. So, but now I'm not doing much Welker Farm or anything anymore. So, Welker Farm was the best one for big equipment on there. I might have the 9X SIDS one, I think it is. Pretty sure it's SIDS. I might keep that one for Ningen, but I've got rid of most track stuff and that sort of thing. I've got cotton harvester and that on here, of course. So, so I've got the 9X, whatever it is, the track one. Got rid of everything else tracked except for what's on the main menu itself, like in-game menu. And yeah, keeping the lawnmower and that sort of thing, because I want to use that lawnmower on different ride-on mower on different things, applications, different maps. Not really into the moose and that sort of thing. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. You might see it appear on here, although I did download the, what is it? What is that one? It was that green thing from 17. I first started using it on here too. Oh, I can't remember which one it is. Basically, it's a ride-on mower and that, yeah, and then you tip the stuff out, like reverse up to something, and then tip it out, tip it onto the ground, then pick it up with a picker up or a wagon or whatever. Yeah, one of those things. It's a great little ride-on mower. I remember I used it on 17 on that quarter block down by the piggery there, that little block. And it used to run around underneath the trees and that, no problem. That's going to be terrible there in a sec. But yeah, so I might be using that one as well, or as instead of, I don't know. But I got the 135, 165 Massey Fergusons and some of the older, couple of the older pieces of equipment. I've got the plough, because they still haven't brought out, believe it or not, they didn't bring out all the way through this thing. They brought the 3000 series out, but Black Sheep modding this bloody Massey Ferguson pack on 17. I used to use it on Grandad's farm, which over on PC, Ballincraig Estate's got an extension, got a few more farms in up the top end, so that's pretty cool at the minute. I like that. Of course, I've got that downloaded on PC now, so I can play it again. That was a good little map on 17, so you could own the whole map and just keep with the Massey Ferguson pack. That was a great pack. I had all the everything you needed, Massey Ferguson. And they were supposed to bring it out for 19, but they brought out a couple of different things, and that was it. So, yeah. But I got the 135. I think I've got the 3000 series. I like these 6. Like, I love the sound and that of the Massey Fergusons on 17. And I was looking at the maps on 22, like with the deer and that on it. Running around on the map, which is pretty cool. That will be good. Having some wildlife running around. But grapevines on France. I'm surrounded by grapevines here. Bloody grapevines. But you know, the packs and that's like the little plough. They got the plough between the. Like, I'm not into 3 metre ploughs, but that's a nice little plough they've got in a small tractor to do the vineyards. It's going to be, if you're going to do a map on 22 for the minute. Like from what I've seen so far, I'm doing grapes on the French map might be the way to go. Especially with the like they got the pruners and that in there as well. You've got the at the moment you've got on this you've got the what do you call it? New Holland? Is it the New Holland one? The actual grape picker. I actually like the we got a couple of mods of the red and white grape that you know, like you just put the manure and water and that into, and grey grapes. I use those as naked vines. I don't put manure and that on, but I like the little grape orchard, like the little plot basically. I put it on a few of my maps. Welker Farm, I put it around the dam that I tried to level the ground and made a dam. Oops. Put some barbed wire around it. It looked pretty good actually. But again, on here, he couldn't. There's not much space. You can't like create your own like bits and pieces on the beautiful maps that they give you. There's that many different maps. It's not funny. And you might say, well, why am I playing this map when it's been on 17 and 19 and everything? Because this is the map for me. I love the hedgerows. I love these hills. Look at the hills. Look at the rolling hills. It's actually based on a satellite photo. You know, it's so that hence the hills and stuff like that, hedgerows. So yeah, I've always liked this one from the beginning, and I'm gonna like it to the end. Like when 19 came out, I kept going back to 17 and playing all the great maps over there. There's lots of good maps over there that aren't on here, like West Coast and stuff like that. So that's just one of them. There's heaps of them over there. And it's like they're bringing a map, I think, from 15 on 22. Looks like the graphics for it as well, from what I've seen. I'm just saying, from what I've seen so far. The thing about the like making your own character, making your own AI, your farmer, that's really cool. I like that. I've already checked out my gear I'll be wearing, that's for sure. But beard, very disappointed. If you're gonna have a beard on a person, you got to have a real beard. None of this yuppie shit. Yeah, it's not good. I seen a photo of a dark complexion person. Hey, listen, how you going? Nice of you to join me again. You always join me, don't you? How you going? Long time no hear. Oh, I haven't been on there much, have I? Oakville Farm. Which seasons? Well, now I want to change up me what did I say I was going to do here? Canola, that's right. So, I'm going to have oh, excellent, you're doing great. I'm sort of getting there. I'm on a new medication at the moment. It's sort of getting rid of all the mucus and stuff out of my lungs, so I'm getting a little bit better. Happy days. Oh, always hit that bit there. See that bit there? Right, I'll fill this right up first. A little bit more. There we go. This is Oakville Farm. This is based off an actual satellite photo. Oxygen David made this one. Well, actually, I'll quickly show you. So it's actually a satellite photo of the actual area, and Oxygen David made it into the map. That's why I love it so much, because the hills and everything are, as you can see, it's very hilly. It's designed exactly to the, like, you have a look at that paddock over there where it's hill within a hill within a hill. So yeah, he's done a pretty good job. And at the moment they've got a bunch of Spitfires that fly over this map every hour. The only thing about it is this silo. Otherwise the rest of it, all the rest of it's here. And these I'll just show you something here. These concrete things here, a lot of people think, well, they got big mushrooms for, but these concrete things they actually place underneath seed sheds. Back in the day they had the sheds and they stored all the seed and that in there, and that's to stop the mice from getting in the sheds, because the mice would come up underneath and they'd go up under that mushroom thing and fall back on the ground. They couldn't get any grip, so they couldn't get up into the shed to get any of the seed. That's what they're for. Just a bit of farm education. I like this map. Oh, again, I went up there again. I love this map because of the hedgerows. It's a great little British map. Being Australian, we don't have hedgerows. And you can tell the hills are pretty hilly. Over the back there's on that side of the hill, you go down to like about 2 miles an hour trying to climb up there. It's, yeah, pretty gnarly. Certainly drains your tractor out. Right, I'll lower that down. Oh, no, hang on, wait a minute. Not turned on yet. Which one is it again? Oats, canola, here we go. I had to make sure it was doing canola first. Yes, there's lots of good maps around at the moment, but I was just saying before, I'm drawn back to this one every time. Like, you can see the tip on this paddock as it is. The field, whatever you want to call it. Nice little stone wall there. Over on my YouTube channel, I've done the stone wall thing. Oh, got another viewer. Yeah, I've done a video on another brick in a wall. Yeah, once it's in full bloom as well. This is winter, like going into spring. So once it's this map takes all its glory, and gets all the colour and that back into it, it looks heaps better than what it is now. But see, with Oxygen David, he makes the paddocks, see, this is the end of the map here, but see how it looks like it's continuing on, unless you're looking down the hill there. But over there, if you're looking across like that, you would think it just keeps on going on and on and on. He does a good job with his maps. Like this hill here, see, that's a bit of a drain on it. What's that? We've got the set of kilometres or miles. Can't quite see. Yeah, this will drain out your power from your tractor, and over the back over there, where you come up the hill from the little town below, or the houses below, your tractor will drop down to near nothing. It's just a crawl coming up there. But it certainly sees what the equipment's made of. There is a pig farm in that as well. It's Oak Glen. Nice place. Nice little place over down the map that way. You can probably see it from here. I can see the church steeple over there. No worries, thanks for joining me again. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time when you're on. Hooroo. So canola is what we're putting in this paddock. We're going to do this paddock and the next paddock with canola. And hopefully the seasons will be nice to us. It's one of the crops you can grow early spring, and so what it allows you to do, then that's what we'll put in. Like I was saying on 22, the character that you can, there's 100, well it's not 100, but there's heaps of different characters you can make up, which is really good. Different clothes for different things. You got a beekeeping outfit, because they're bringing in the actual factories and stuff now on 22 that they had on PC, so for consoles and that as well, and plus there's a cross-play on that as well. So when you got your beehives and your bee industry, there's a bee suit you can have, lumberjack stuff you can get, well, forestry stuff with brand names and that on them. It's really good. It's going to be excellent. Make your own character. One thing disappointed with the beards, that's it. Like, there should be bigger beards. Hopefully they'll adjust that, because everybody who's doing a review on it, like Mr. Silly P and SF Club and all the rest of that, they're all saying that the beards need to be addressed. But other than that, it's going to be good. I've seen a couple of maps. I know that Oxygen David's bringing out Camden Farm on there, or Camden Farm. Yeah, he's going to be bringing it out on 22, so that's got six or seven different farms on that Camden Farm map. So on 22, that's only coming out for 22, so that will be good. And it floods, like because you've got seasons and that on it. One thing I was saying before about the seasons on 22, I think it's one day is like a month or something like that. I can't remember what they said, but it was pretty ridiculous. Or you can make your days as long as you want, or something apparently. But yeah, the seasons go really, really quick, which I think is silly, because from what I heard, and I thought, well, that's stupid, because if you've got livestock on that, that's a whole month before they get fed and that. So like, you can't be doing it like 10 times in one day, so they're going to die, you know. How you going? Cash and get. Can you join the game? If it was on multiplayer, you could. I am going to make this multiplayer a bit later, so it's not multiplayer at the minute. With the new 22, you can join across the board apparently, but you got to have the same maps and that sort of rubbish, you know. Oakfield Farm. This is just a stock standard game at the moment. I was going to make it multiplayer. This is the first time I'm actually live streaming this one. So if you want, just check it out, and I'll have it up there probably in a couple of days as a multiplayer map, and you can join in. All we're doing is doing seasons at the moment. Like, I'm just ripping up all the paddocks except for the sheep. And see it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the steep climb on that. So we're using the in-game equipment and stuff at the moment. I've only added the if you look towards the house, oh, you can't see it from there, the edge silo, the multi silo for buying. I only added that so I can get some seed in this thing, fertilizer. Other than that, there's no real great mods to the seasons, of course. But this map is a satellite photo that Oxford and David did, and it's always been the best map. Like, well, for me, it's my best go-to map. It's been the same way in 17. I played it in 17 all the time with seasons and stuff, and it's always my go-back to map. Same as Welker Farm. I love Welker Farm, so I keep going back to that. Ballincraig Estate is one I did for Grandad's farm. That was on 17. I did. That's a great little map by McCormick, but now they've got an extension on PC. They got he's just brought it out with an extension on it, so it's got a few more farmers up the top end. So I'm playing that over on PC as well. So all I'm doing is just going around putting wheat. I got oats. If you see those 3 big bare paddocks straight ahead down there with the trees in the middle of them, I've done oats, wheat, and barley was that side one, and then the paddock directly in front where that little double-story place is there. The next paddock just next to this one. I've just put barley in there as well, winter barley. And then I'm putting canola in here, and the one next to me to the left there that we just went past. That green one there to the left is the sheep paddock, so we'll leave that the way it is. So I can do some grass nether on that before I put my sheep on it. As a rule of thumb, I don't really run any animals on during, as soon as it gets to autumn, I sell them all off and do winter without animals. And all the years process of getting hay and all the rest of that stuff together, and is going to be the basis of storing it all for winter, ready for early spring like this, where there's no grass growing or anything, no feed for the animals. Look at this, nearly tilting sideways. Get out of here, birds. Yeah, I know, it got boring going sideways. Manual handling is going to be the one with this one. We're going to have to go pick pallets up from the shop, stick them on the truck, and then missed that bit. Yeah, pick the pallets up from the shop on the truck and bring them back, and then load them by the forklift at the shop, and then bring them back to the farm, store them in the farm. But it's going to be a game that I'm going to take a bit of time to do. It's got 24 days for each month, basically. Each season. Like it's 4 degrees at the moment. Optimum planting and that for this canola and stuff like that is 5 degrees, I think it is, or 6 degrees. So it's 4 degrees, so it's a little bit ahead of its time, but it's a couple of, I think there's like three nice days and that before it starts to rain anyway, so and it's just going to keep it nice and moist to the ground. But we don't want it too blowy because it will just dry out the ground. I used to do strip farming in that when I was doing paddocks, like on Oakville Farm. Not Oakville Farm, Lone Oak Farm. Used to do strip farming, so then the worms and that can go underneath the grass and that, and when the earth is bare like this, so they wouldn't get frozen up, or they'd have something to eat. And then when you put manure and that down before you started ploughing it all back in again, the worms would come out and put the worm castings and that through. That's the basis behind strip farming. A bit of permaculture type thing happening. So they're encouraging grazing and that in England and that at the moment. Like to all the farmers to get rid of arable farming like this and make it into grasslands, so they can cut the grass and run beef and like cattle and that on them, but old grass-fed stuff. And yeah, basically to try to make it a greener, nicer looking countryside. But if it's not producing food, like ethanol and that was made from wheat byproduct and that sort of thing. So for their fuel and everything over there, everything's running at 10% ethanol in fuels these days, and that's a wheat byproduct. So that's a bit of a problem if you keep cutting it all out. It's $208 or something a ton of for wheat in England at the moment, apparently. So, you know, keeping it green is a good thing, but you know, like they can cut the grass and make bales and that sort of thing and export it bales and stuff and use them for their livestock and that, but for the winters and stuff that they have. But yeah, there's pros and cons with everything. Less chemical use and that sort of thing. Which we've got weed control on that on this as well. Go, 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 uphill. So we'll try it out as a multiplayer, and if Cash and that want to come on, then that'll be a thing. But we'll see how it goes. If there's not too many problems and that with people joining, then he'll have to join the group and then come in as a friends type thing. We'll make it friends only type thing. Depends on the situation, who plays what and how they play. But you know, you want to do it, you got to do it from scratch, you know. Because if they've got seasons in 22, everybody's going to learn how to do the seasons now. Basically, hammer their seasons, their maps with seasons on it. It's going to be changed up a lot with 22 apparently, but yeah, there's different stuff that's going to be happening. But if they can come to grips with a bit of it now, like there's a moisture meter and that should be on here somewhere, as a thing when you're doing seasons, unless it's a mod I've got to find and put in. As one of the tools, precision farming I don't want to do, because that just mucks everybody's heads around. Do it old school. Although it's apparently supposed to be easier, but I've never tried it. I mean, look at the countryside. Look over there. Majority of that you can see there is actual paddocks that you have to do. Well, not have to do, but they're on the map. So, and they vary in size, of course. I think the biggest one is that one straight directly across the road there. I'm gonna go back up this way. It's dare to be different. Let's change it up. Yeah, so we're cruising well. It's a bit of a run uphill. That hill over there is the worst. The one that drops down into those paddocks over there. You can tell the drop off there. To that valley below. It's a big, when you come up that hill, the tractors and trucks and everything die down to about 1 kilometre an hour. 1 mile an hour. They just die in the ass. But canola's going in at the minute. And we'll do the next paddock in canola as well. And then hope the weather's going to brighten up a little bit. Got good forecast for the rest of the week. So we should be right. Hello viewer. We're just chucking some seasons in here at Opial Farm. Doing canola at the moment. We've done oats, wheat, barley, or 2 barley. This is canola, and there's going to be another one canola. Drilling it all in, waiting for the seasons to change a little bit, start growing. And hopefully with the barley next to this paddock here and the other barley paddock I did, once they're harvested, then we can put some canola in straight behind it again. A quick crop canola, and that will grow out for the rest of the year. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if the weather's going to favour us. We're going to just lose a lot. Basically the whole map's going to be based on manual labour as well. Seed pallets, balers manually loaded with the twine and all the rest of that, and the wrapping and that, so it's going to be good. Going to make it a multiplayer. This is the first one to just run through it a bit, and then there's going to be a multiplayer session for others to join, and then we'll see how that runs and if everybody behaves themselves, and if so, then that will be good. If not, well, that's another story. Well, whoa, shit, just spilled me coffee. That's definitely not good. I spilled my coffee. Grab a tissue and throw it down there. Soak up that lot as he runs off the crack. Yeah, so this is what farming's basically all about, isn't it? It's just like driving, drilling, cultivating. I've done several paddocks down the bottom there. Those 3, the one next door, this one. Going to do it all in crop. And once it's done all in crop, then start doing some other stuff. So we've got to keep an eye on the weeds. Once the growth starts to grow, then we're going to be doing spraying. Keeping the sprayer and that. I'm not going to change that up. I'll keep this planter probably as the only planter. Might change the tractors all to Massey Ferguson. It depends on the multiplayer and whether everybody wants to play it properly or whatever. Then I'll get like my brother and that to play multiplayer, and it should be right. We'll just keep the common equipment and whatever you can buy at the shop, basically. Some Massey Ferguson's or something from the shop, so there's no added mods. The only mod there is that tank down there, because I needed something that I can get seed and that from. Seasons and that tank so far. We've got to put Land Rovers in, of course. Got to make it British. Not too sure about the man trucks and that yet. I shall see how Kev wants to play it, and Cash. Cut the corner. Change it up a bit. But I mean, that's basically what I'm doing at the moment, is just like cutting this cutting these paddocks in. I don't seem to be using much canola in it. Mind you, it is a small seed. But yeah, it seems to be using really a small amount compared to other stuff, of course. That's what I'm comparing it to. Just trying to drive one hand here while I'm cleaning up my mess. So when we start the harvest and stuff like that, that's going to be good, because we'll have some drivers for transporting it down to the actual or the local silo. And the trucks will drive it down to the main sale points. Like I said, I don't know what trucks we're going to be using yet. There is a double trailer combination thing. Not quite sure which one that was. We'll see if the map sort of allows for that semi-trailers. It should do. I remember when DJ said that on summer farms, something farms, whatever it was, he reckons you couldn't drive like a semi-trailer on it, so I put a B double on it, like a Wilson trailer, double trailer, just to prove a point. You can't drive it when you drive around like a madman. Yes, we're coming up to the hour. It's going to 10 minutes or so, and that will be the hour. Only do an hour at a time, so we shall see how much we get done. Get as much drilling as we can done. Like, we're going to do the whole thing in crops anyway, like the whole map part that I brought. Treated some money in so we can buy everything. Like I said, I've got to get some other equipment and that. I would like to make it just like Massey Ferguson, but if we're playing multiplayer, we've got to keep it with what we got. I mean, like, we've got 2 tractors and a combine harvester. With 1 head, we've got to get a corn head. That's another thing we've got to do a bit later on. Once the weather's permitting, we'll put some corn in as well. Sunflowers. Sunflowers ain't too bad. I mean, like, you normally grow peas and beans and that sort of thing, and especially beans, beans and stuff like that. In England, but we might put some soy in just to make yeah, for the bean part of it. Not going too bad. We're getting there anyway. So it's nearly to the end of the run. As soon as it hits that hour mark, we'll get off. And that will be us. And then I'll organise with my brother whether he wants to do a multiplayer on here. And then we'll start setting that one up. And then we'll get on to Cash and tell him what he needs. Which is the Land Rovers. If you do any British maps, you probably got the Land Rovers already in. But if we keep what's on the map itself and then use that as a multiplayer, then that's normally the easiest way so everybody can join. Like, I mean, this tractor's pretty good at handling the hills and that, alright. You know, I can hear all the John Deere guys going, oh, it's a John Deere, that's why. .4440s I used once before. I did a like a couple of recordings of Glen down the road there, the Pickery. There's 2 massive paddocks behind there, and I did the 4440s on there, just ploughing on there. That was pretty cool. I liked it a lot, actually. Some people chop down these trees and take this island out, but I prefer to leave them in. I don't mind trees in the middle of the paddocks like down the road there. Certainly has a different look to it. Who's that out there? I'll chuck a Yui here. And just skim the edge of here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Driving a bit crazy there, boy. Round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. So, to me, it's my number 1 go-to map. I enjoy playing on this map. But I should bloody ambos. Ambulance station's about a block away. And these times the ambos are very busy at the minute. I'm in South Australia, so COVID wasn't a thing here in South Australia. New South Wales, Victoria, that was pretty bad over there. But we acted to it really quickly and had everybody not going out and partying and socialising and stuff, stayed at home, and yeah, put a stop to it real quick. The only thing we've got to worry about at the moment is fruit fly. Bloody fruit flies getting into our state again. Keep those buggers out. Keep them out of our orchards, our gardens. Yeah, the other state's got a bit of noise with us while they're reporting how many deaths and how many cases they got. We got a problem with fruit fly. It happens, man. Nature happens. And then we had a tradie strike and that in New South Wales, Victoria, and in doing so, within the first week of them being banned by their what is he? He's not Prime Minister. The dude that takes care of the state, anyway. Yeah, he put a 2-week ban on the tradies, and in doing so, old Mother Nature decided, well, we'll see about that, mate. So they had a massive earthquake. So, you know, which said tradies need to go back to work. Works in mysterious ways, as they say, you know. There we go. Just turn this off for a sec. Go down and fill up because we need some more fertiliser. Always watch your fertiliser and your fuel and everything else. I've got half a tank of fuel. Well, not too bad on fuel actually, this John Deere. Now this part of the track down here, this part of the road, right here up on the right hand side there, I nearly always flip it because it's got an embankment just there and it's really annoying. Just about does me in every time. Open that up. Fill the seeder up too while I'm out. There we go, fertiliser. Yep. And seed. Thank you very much. Close that. And away we go. Back up the paddock. Watch out for that bank, man. Jesus. Skim the bush. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. That's the plan for this map anyway. Seasons is gonna sort them out. Sort out the who's who. Down. This is a Horch cedar. Let's have a look. I'm getting a bit wonky there. Yeah, Horch cedar. Direct sow. It's not a bad critter at all. The tractor's got its lived-in look at the moment. Lots of mud and that on it, which is good. I like a dirty tractor. Yeah, cruising down the road. Gonna take my cows down the... Oh. Graze so they can graze no more. Up the hill. There we go, we just hit the hour mark, so I'll get to the top of the hill here and then shut her down. Well, close the stream anyway, I'll keep on going with this paddock. Although, I might wait until I talk to my brother and see what he says about multiplayer. And if he wants to do the multiplayer, then we can do that. Let's cut this bit out here. He's got Ningen Farm, but I don't know what he wants to do with that. Alright. I don't know. Suppose we can just finish it off. And leave it at that. It's not going to be too long, it's just a couple of runs around. Yeah. Which is a nice spread. About 4 runs and that's it. We'll call it quits. At the end of this paddock. And what's the time? 1500 hours. Take my cows down the old town road. Gonna graze so they can graze no more. Patterson Brothers. Patterson Brothers? Yep. Hours of cruising. Oh, look at that little bit over there I missed. And that one. Cutting those corners. It's got islands in it. Islands in the stream. That is what we hear. Headlands. Yeah, so I'll just finish this off and then I'll get off. I said that a minute ago too, but I didn't realise I was this close to the end. So thanks to Anxious Lizard, shout out to them for watching a lot of my live streams. And Cash. We'll try to organise the multiplayer for Cash. And we'll see how we go. thanks to those who are watching, the ones that popped in and out. They know who they are. I don't know who they are because I can't see who they are. But thanks for popping in and have a look and going back out again. Hope to see you pop in next time and say g'day, so I know who you are. So I can say thank you to you on the live stream. There you go. Like and subscribe and all the rest of that stuff. Go check out the other videos. We're going to make actual YouTube stuff, about like the camera we're using for the actual the GoPro stuff, the real footage. We're going to move that to another channel and just have one gaming channel and one just a normal Kenworth channel where we go hiking and fishing and stuff like that. The day-to-day run around stuff, I'm going to get out and do a bit more. Just my health's not getting any better, so I've got to get out there and do as much as I can. I'm going to do some randonauticans stuff, some more ghost stuff at the cemeteries. Go and talk to people at the cemeteries. Not so much ghosts, it's just like having a chat. There we go. We're going to go and have a chat. See who wants to talk and who doesn't. It's entirely up to them. Nobody's forcing them to do anything. There's a couple of videos we've already got of that, and we're going to different cemeteries. That's only one cemetery basically we went to and starting up a conversation and getting to know you type thing. But there's other ones around the place that we can go and check out. There's a couple that we'll not go into, plain and simple. Taint idiot. Yeah, I'm not going to push my luck with it. The Randonautica stuff, I'm a bit I want to do it, but then you know, not too sure about it. It's a weird thing, that thing. There's lots of things in the universe we don't know about, and that seems to be tapping into one of them, from what I've seen anyway. It's interesting stuff. The Twilight Zone. Yeah, well, that's it. Lots of stuff that can be explained and lots of stuff that can't be explained in the world. We shall find out what's what. But I'm being pestered to do it by my daughter, so she wants to do it, so we're going to do it. So there we go, just about done. Go and do this last bit. And that'll be us for this stream. And like I said, thanks to those who joined and left again, and those who popped in. And those that popped in and had a bit of a chat. I shall catch us all up later. I'll do this last bit here. And there we go, viewers. This is Ken Wetter, aka Stone Toad, and from me to you, thanks a lot. And then catch you on the flip side. If you can't be good at it. Bye. That did the wrong one. I'll get it right.